Hey guys, Barnyard here from freefaucet.io, and today we're going to be looking at Monero and why people like it so much. We're going to be looking at some of the technical specifications of Monero, then we're going to jump into how you can mine Monero for yourself, and finally, if you're not into mining, we're going to look at how you can get some Monero for free from freefaucet.io. So, why do people like Monero compared to something like Bitcoin? Well, the reason is mainly because Monero is super private and super anonymous compared to Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, you have a public ledger and everyone can see where all the coins are moving all the time, and they can always see the addresses where the coins came from and go to. Or at least they can see the outputs and then work out where the coins are going to and from. But with Monero, all transactions are private and anonymous, and what that means is that no one can see how much money each person on the chain has, and they also can't see how much is being sent to and from each user on the blockchain. And the way that works is basically when a sender sends coins, their signature, which validates that transaction, is put together with a whole bunch of other different signatures from other transactions on the blockchain, so it's impossible to know which signature is from the sender. And the way that the transaction is then made anonymous is it uses this thing called ringCT, which obfuscates the inputs and outputs that are used to make this transaction, so you can't tell where the coins came from. And the way that the receiver is also made private and anonymous is that when a receiver creates an address for the sender to send them coins, that address is called a stealth address, and it's generated from their public address, and this stealth address is a one-time only address. And basically the way that that works is that the stealth address is generated using hashing so that the receiver can verify that it's their address, but no one can verify that it's their address without having the private key of the receiver. So when someone uses Monero and they download the blockchain, when they boot up their wallet, the wallet goes through the blockchain and checks if any of the private addresses are theirs by using their private key to use a hashing algorithm to verify whether or not it is theirs, and if it is, they can then spend those outputs. So let's talk a bit about the specifics of the technicalities of Monero. So one thing that's really interesting about Monero is it uses an algorithm called kryptonite, and kryptonite is a good algorithm because it is ASIC resistant, and what that means is you cannot buy a piece of hardware which is specifically made to mine kryptonite, and you can do that with things like Bitcoin, which uses SHA-256. There are ASICs for that, and also Dash, which uses another algorithm which there are ASICs for. With kryptonite, there is no ASIC, and for a while someone had actually made an ASIC. I think it was Bitmain who made one, and as soon as that happened, Monero hard forked and changed the algorithm of kryptonite so that it became ASIC resistant again. So that's really good because it means that people that cannot afford ASICs and may only want to mine the coin using their computer have the opportunity to get a fair distribution of the token for their efforts. So a few more interesting things about the coin. It's a 2-minute block time, which means that every 2 minutes there should be a new block mined for Monero, and the difficulty will scale such that depending on the amount of people that are mining, it will try to create a block every 2 minutes with a coin reward. So at the moment we have a market cap of 1 billion, which is quite big for any cryptocurrency. That puts Monero at rank 12 for all cryptocurrencies, and one of the highest ranking proof of work coins at the moment. It also has a volume of $40 million a day, which is quite a lot as well, and it has a whole bunch of really good exchanges, so it is very easy to buy and sell. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about how you can actually mine Monero, and let's just jump straight into that now. So basically, you're going to want to work out, first of all, are you mining on NVIDIA or are you mining on an ATI graphics card? So I'm personally on NVIDIA, so I'm going to want to download CCminer, and if you're using an AMD ATI graphics card, you're going to want to download sgminer, and I'm going to add links in the description to all of these pieces of software so it's easy for you to find. So basically what you're going to want to do is just download that, and then once you've downloaded that, you're going to want to go to moneropools.com and pick a pool that you would like to start mining from. I'm going to leave in the description again something for you just to copy and paste in so it's nice and easy, but if you want to go and have a look at a few different pools to mine from, that's cool too. So I've gone and found a mining pool, and now what I'm going to do is go to my CCminer folder where I've downloaded CCminer, and I'm going to make a batch file for mining Monero. So I'm going to leave a link to the script as well for you, so you can also just copy paste that in and it'll all work fine. So because I'm using CCminer, you can see here that it says CCminer, but if you're using sgminer because you have AMD graphics, then you are just going to have to change this to sgminer. And then what we're saying here is we're using the Kryptonite algorithm. This is the mining pool that we personally found, but this is going to change if you want to use a different mining pool. But if you're just going to want to use this one, that's fine too. This one will work just fine. Then here, what we've got is the address that we're mining to. Now, if you don't have an address, we're going to talk about how you can get a wallet in a second and then generate an address to mine to. And then also you're just going to want to put your email address in, and that is everything. So once you've done that, save this file as a batch file, and then all you have to do is double click this batch file and it will run and you will start mining Monero. So if you don't have a wallet or an address, now I'm going to show you how you can get a Monero wallet and link it to your mining so that you can start getting cryptocurrency. So now you are ready to mine Monero, but you need a wallet address so that you can send all the coins that you're mining to yourself. Let's do that now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to getmonero.org/downloads and just download the binary that is appropriate for your operating system. So we've got Windows here. We also have Mac and Linux as well. I'm going to download the Windows one because I'm using 64-bit Windows here at the moment. The next thing you're going to want to do once that's downloaded is you're going to want to unzip it and click on the Monero wallet GUI.exe, or the DMG if you're using a Mac. And then once you've done that, you're going to be sent to a screen that's similar to this. It's going to ask you to build a wallet and put in some passwords and that sort of thing. So just follow the steps, follow along with that, and eventually you get to this step where you have a wallet. The next thing you're going to want to do is click the receive button just here, this one right here, and then it is going to give you an address like this. So once you've got that address, then you can go back into your CCminer and go, or your sgminer if you're using ATI, and then go back into your batch file and just copy and paste that address into there. And then when you start mining, it will mine straight into your Monero wallet. One thing also to remember as well is if this is the first time you are using the Monero client, you're going to have to wait for the client to sync to the blockchain before you can use any of the features like sending and receiving coins. That actually might take a little bit of time, might take a few hours. So you can still start mining, but you won't actually see your balance until it's all synced up and finished. Okay, so finally, the last thing that we're going to do now that you know how to mine Monero, how to get a Monero wallet, we're going to see how you can get Monero for free using freefaucet.io. So what you're going to want to do is go to freefaucet.io. And basically, you're just going to want to register an account like you would register an account with anything. You just go to the register page, fill in all your details, and create an account like that. Once you've done that, you will be headed to this page here, and you just want to scroll down a little bit to the bottom, and you will see that we have a Monero faucet right here. Just click the claim button once you're logged in, and then you will be sent to this page here, which is just a little bit of information about Monero and the price up here. Then what you want to do is click this claim coins, and that is everything. You have now claimed Monero, and it's going to show you just here how much Monero you've claimed and your balance here as well. And Free Faucet also offers a whole bunch of other coins as well if you're interested. We have Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Electronium, and a whole bunch of other ones as well. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy this content, because we're going to be releasing a lot more content like this in the future. And if you're interested in freefaucet.io as well, there'll be a link in the description, and along with all the other information you need to do all the stuff in this video. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.